ladies and gentlemen, the Watchtower, right?
Red Hood Day!
So it's Red Hood Day, everybody, for the stream. Very exciting. I know you all been looking forward to this character probably since Injustice 1. So
I think it was like the most asked for character.
Definitely
at least one of the top 3.
We had a lot of good news to talk to you guys about today. We got a special guest, Evan. Say hello, Evan. So here's what we're going to do. We got a two-parter today. Explaining Red Hood.
Okay.
Evan, who helped design Red Hood, is here, and he's going to talk a little bit about that. Then we're going to bring Steve Brown back in to give a little more of that sort of high-level, you know, what you can really...
In-depth tournament talk.
Let's call it the dirty.
The dirty?
Right, we'll call it the dirty. And then we're going to ask you we're going to answer some questions you have. We're going to talk about esports. We're going to talk about Combo Breaker and everything that happened there.
And birthday shoutouts.
And
birthday shoutouts.
So real quick, let's say hello to Matt Burke behind the camera.
Hey, everybody.
There he is. A lot of you had a chance to meet him at Combo Breaker. Not bad, right? Not a bad, nah. Okay.
Wow.
Evan, one of the designers, say hello again.
Hello, everyone.
Mr. Derek Kurtzig, say hello.
Hello. Mr. Tyler Lansdowne.
Sure, hi. The stream just said the hype is real, and it is. So let's start talking immediately. Let's do a little interview. You and me and Derek talk about Red Hood. So, one of your favorite characters?
Yes.
Is he a top fiver for you?
Top 2.
Top 2.
Okay,
right.
top 2.
I don't even want to know who's 1 and who's 2.
Not going to ask.
No. But I see you have a shirt.
You're going good.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
So when you got the opportunity to work hard on Red Hood, you were pretty excited about it. What kind of stuff were you thinking about? Like, did you watch some stuff to figure more out about it?
Yeah. Under the Red Hood movie, read the comic book, Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Yes.
And then any other DC type of show that featured him or movie.
Absolutely.
I like what you did with him, which we'll see him here in a second. Some of you have seen him in the trailer that we debuted at Combo Breaker. Kind of like, he does use guns, but in a very different way.
Yes.
I think you've described it as sort of
gun fu.
Gun kata. Yep.
Right. Awesome. So let's kind of get straight to him, huh?
Sure. You know what? This is what the people want.
The people want it.
Let's give it to him.
All right. Cool. So
first thing you'll notice, he has a red helmet.
Yes.
All right. So we're just gonna, for the most part, go over his special moves, and how he is different than what you would normally expect.
Real quick,
Специальные
when you
атаки.
designed this character,
Будем
what
с
was sort
вами
of
наблюдать,
your
а
idea?
заодно
You
мы
wanted
будем
him
с
to
вами
sort of
мотать, как говорится, на
controls
ус
air a
и
lot.
предполагать,
He's very
как же
mobile.
будет выглядеть Красный Капюшон в мобильной версии игры Injustice 2.
And he also has tools for setups.
Right. Which actually, Steve, when he comes in, wants to really discuss the setup potential of Red Hood. So
Everyone's going to love that one.
All right. So Red Hood, for the most part, projectile is this Gotham Star,
Я думаю, вот
which is
это
this
будет
quick
как раз
high
таки дальняя атака
attack, obviously full screen
в мобильной
projectile,
версии.
which you can meter burn, and it'll actually do a mixture of mids and highs. It's a good way to keep your opponents away, but for the most part, you can jump over them. You see it coming, right? He also has an upward one, so it's more of an anti-air.
So it's kind of interesting, Evan, what we've done here. Like what you've done here is he doesn't use, he has guns, but his main kind of projectile is not that.
No.
Right. It's these Gotham Stars. And what you can also do is you can connect the Gotham Stars off of wall bounces or whatnot to do some beefy damage. Now you'll notice this is a level 20 Red Hood versus a level 1 Joker, alright?
So
you're not like, oh my gosh, look at the damage!
Right.
That's not necessarily it. But you can definitely keep the opponent in the air with the upward stars, which will give you time to advance in on your opponent too. He wouldn't be Red Hood without using guns. So he's got this air gun move that he can use, which keeps you up in the air, and it's an overhead and mid. So it's really, really good.
Right, you kind of look at that, Evan, as a sort of almost like an anti-zoning tool too.
Yes.
You can jump. Yeah.
And also, if you have an opponent that's kind of sitting there and zoning at you, you can just jump in the air with Red Hood, do this quick attack, and then the projectile will pass and you'll be able to advance.
Right.
Вот 100%, мне кажется, эксклюзивный скин для Красного Капюшона будет
which he'll dive away and dive towards the opponent. Now, if you meter burn to dive away, it'll do 6 additional shots. So it's kind of like if you want to try and play that distance game with Red Hood, you can by getting away and then going back into the stars.
Right. Now, when people in the chat still keep saying that damage. Again.
Once again, level 20 Red Hood versus level 1 Joker, which I think makes it canon as well. But we're not in the lore minute.
No, we're not in the lore minute. We got to hold off on that. Now, I will say, people are asking on chat. Also, we did say on Twitter that after this run through, when Steve comes in, we will actually be giving you the release date of Red Hood.
Oh, never mind. I almost said it. Right there, almost did it. I'm the worst. Whew.
I would say about 3 or 4 more minutes.
Okay.
So get your egg timers started.
Egg timers?
No one has egg. My mom used to use an egg timer. So
I have one at my desk.
back to Red Hood.
All right, back to Red Hood. So he also has this advancing one. So if you do want to try and get in on your opponent, you want to use his advancing dive or lethal lunge. Now what's unique about the lethal lunge is it has 2 different meter burns. So you can do a meter burn in the beginning if you're at a distance from your opponent, right? So you see how he does these quick 2 shots summoning the opponent, but still closing in that space. Now if I do the lethal lunge and I hit the opponent in meter burn, he'll do a series of different attacks. Right. So it's very rare that we have a special move that has 2 different meter burn properties based on the distance from your opponent.
Right. Very interesting.
What? And then
I think Steve will talk about it too, but I believe his wake up is actually his back dive.
Oh.
So for a character, his wake up is the way he's getting away.
Yeah, he's just getting away. And then he also has an air grab as well. Nice, unblockable, so if your opponent's jumping around being all crazy like I usually do,
right,
you can just yank him on out of the air, and he may have an ability that augments that. Oh.
We'll talk later.
We'll talk later about that.
You know what I think it's time for? We'll come. You got one more thing to show? Oh, we do.
We have like 2 more things.
2 more things. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So one of the things we still have to show is this ground mine, right? Now it's just a normal ground mine. It sits on the ground. It's active for X ticks, and then it'll explode. You can do it at different distances. You can do a far, you can do a mid, and of course you can do a close.
В принципе, неплохой персонаж, неплохо проработали.
What's great about the ground mine is when you meter burn it, it goes into a free pop-up city, right? Ooh, almost did too much there. Not ready for it. And it's a really great way to start all of his combos, and it gives you that free pop-up for just 1 bar of meter.
Right.
You get that away 3 instantly off of it. And he also has a
Why so silent in my chat?
Look at that. And you can meter
Please,
burn.
write in me now.
Nope,
You can.
I can. Oh. And then you can meter burn the parry to do additional damage, pushing him further. And then, of course, if you want to just do the stars, look at the star life, Gotham stars,
right,
you can. And he has a low version. Look at that.
And I love parries. And here's the thing I like about the parry too. So let's say you just did a combo to me.
Yes.
Right? Let's say you tried to do a combo to me.
Right.
There we go.
What? I tried.
Do your combo that you showed earlier.
My fancy combo?
Yeah, but you have how many times Chad will it take him? How many times will it take him?
I'm going 3 tries.
3 tries. Okay, Evan? 3. I'm going to say it's going to take you 2.
2. What?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Oh!
That's a 1.
All right. Oh!
That's a 2.
All right. Oh, there were 3.
That's
I messed
a 3.
it up. Extreme nerves, they're real.
But yeah, so I want people to see that sometimes it's not easy for everybody. Why don't you just do the easy one?
Which one's the easy one?
Just 1, 2, 2 at the end.
1, 2, 2?
Yeah, I think so. Or, now you're wrong.
Okay.
1, 1, 2? There we go.
That?
Yeah, finish
No,
with that.
I don't want
Well, you're never getting it, so.
Don't say that. I might get it.
But also, when Steve comes in, we talk more about some mind setups that he has and some cool stuff. So Derek actually never got the combo.
Well, we didn't give me 15 tries like we normally give you.
Matt, do I do it less than 15 tries every time? Usually. Has this taken longer than all the ones that I ever tried?
No. What? Why do you have... That's not fair.
So what I'm trying to say is at the end of a combo, you can also just be a jerk and just spin your guns like you just showed off, right?
Yeah. Well.
So that's really cool. That's really all I was getting into.
Oh.
All right, we're going to stop now, Derek.
Okay.
Now it's just looking bad.
Is it?
Yeah, it's starting to look bad for the stream now.
Ah!
All right,
okay. All right. So, because I'm horrible, thank you for pointing that out. Go ahead and write that down.
Well, it's you always point it out on me, so I think it's only fair if it comes back to you.
I just did it!
Oh.
Did everybody see it?
No. Sure did.
Okay, so moving right along, his character power. Should we go over that?
Let's go over that.
Right? His character power is the stance called going ballistic. Now, there's a series of strings that you can do from the stance. And you can choose which ender you want to do after you do the string. So, you go into the stance, and you can choose to end the string with a low attack, or you can choose to end the string with an overhead.
So this is more of that sort of gun fu we've been talking about earlier, Evan, but he actually has electrified guns now.
Yeah.
Right. And then he also has where you can switch the position,
which is a throw.
You can meter burn it to keep your opponent standing.
It also gives you have a ton of advantage after that as well, so you can go right back into doing your fun Red Hood. Yep.
And then my favorite, which is the series of additional attacks into the Bullet Storm or Bullet Barrage.
Which is how the combo you were doing earlier was supposed to end.
It's supposed to end.
So that's the ending, guys, of that one.
The worst.
So let's go back to us real quick and talk about something real quick. We're gonna show some gear moves, and we're gonna show some gear
abilities,
some ability character stuff.
Yep.
But what I want to tell you now is the release date of Red Hood.
Right now?
I'm gonna tell them right now.
Before we do the rest?
Yes.
We didn't even show a super move.
I know, but people are asking, and we're gonna do it right now. Yeah, they're asking. They were.
Супер, как будто бы мы его в трейлере не видели,
Tuesday the
правда?
13th.
Давайте сделаем вид, что мы его не видели,
If you
потом себе
purchase the
частично
deluxe edition,
память.
the ultimate pack, the ultimate edition, or the fighter pack, you'll get them on Tuesday.
Yes.
Earlier.
Right.
Now, if you just want Red Hood and you haven't purchased any of those things, you'll get them the following week.
Correct.
Which we'll announce that later. But, so if you bought any of the versions I just mentioned on the 13th of June, it's June, right?
Ну, насколько я понял, в этот
It's like next
четверг будет доступен этот
You will be
персонаж
able to play Red
консольной
Hood on
версии.
Tuesday.
And there's also a Red Hood multiverse, where if you had not purchased Red Hood and you want to see how he feels and play him out, you can do that just like we had done in previous games. So you get to check out Red Hood if you didn't buy him yet.
So, very soon, everybody. Real quick announcement, too. He will be, just for tournament play, for CEO, we're doing a 30-day thing with all the characters. So,
Absolutely.
So he will not be available to play that CEO. So it's 30 days from the character's launch is when you can play them in tournament.
And CEO is also coming up in
which we're going to talk about here in a little bit.
Okay, I didn't know. You brought it up.
I told you we were talking. Oh, Derek.
I'm the worst.
Oh, he's the worst.
The worst.
All right, let's take a look at some more Red Hood.
All right. So that's basic. Should we do his super move or wait
We
for the
should.
next? Okay. And also his throw. Everybody loves throws.
I actually like his back throw.
His back
is my favorite.
Yep, absolutely. Let's do it.
Boom. Just flips over. Like, that's what I think you guys really nailed with his character, is that, like, he's very flashy, he's very fast, and he's very mobile. He feels really cool. There it is. There it is. There it is. After 21 tries, Derek Hurst.
Because I didn't want to die, I guess.
Matt Burke was like going,
He's like, doing it. Look at him. He's doing
it
it.
was like watching the 1980s USA hockey game. Like, everybody's like, is it happening? Is it happening? And then it did.
It did.
I'm comparing you to Speedy Russia in hockey.
Okay,
moving on.
Abilities.
Yes,
there we go. Super move. Bam.
There it is.
Give it to the people.
You know, there's something I really like about the character design that I don't know if I can explain it as well as I want to, but there's a nonchalance to him. There's a very, like, kind of just throwing things out, like just this sort of
Ну,
cocky sort
естественно,
of...
его свет, конечно,
Right,
это он стоит.
like a very, like, and that's why that's why I love working here and work with these characters, because all these characters have their own personality. Like you were talking about, Evan, you watch all the movies he's in, and you read all the comic books, so you're able to take things you see. Like, there's some moves in there you're like, maybe you saw in one of the comics, and
Yeah, well, you were watching that or reading that, you get the mental note, like, ooh, that would make a good this, that would make a good that. You should reference that.
I figured I was going to try and do my corner combo that I can't get ever.
okay.
Okay, you know what? Let's get
Moving on.
All right,
Moving on.
here we go. All right, moving right along. So look at this amazing gear for Red Hood.
Pretty cool.
He's pretty awesome. Now, what we've added are 2 new abilities for him. Like we had said before, he has a parry. So what we've added is
черной
Gun,
канарейки взял
which is
курточку потаскать.
combo string or combo attack
Похоже,
that
в
you can
принципе.
end at the end. You're 2 in 1 in 10.
It's like a combo ender.
Right. So this is Gutted. Awesome. 6 hits. You can add it to any combo that you want, right? To do additional damage. Restands them. And then you can meter burn it, which has been like people's favorite move so far. Bam! That's classy.
Now talk about that move real quick, Evan, because like on the outset, if you're to think about that move, you're like, is that gonna work? Is that weird? Did you have that issue?
At first I thought, it's a little too gimmicky, it's a little too comical, but seeing how the game is pretty serious, you kind of need some of that comedy.
Well, and also I feel that, like, just like I was talking about a moment ago, like sort of the nonchalance and sort of the arrogance of him, that just matches his personality to a T, and it just works with how he plays. That's really cool.
Absolutely. And then, like we were talking about before, with his lethal lunge, what we've added is a move that augments the second meter burn, where it actually pops up the opponent. Now, when doing that, that allows you to launch off of that. And then, bam, even more fun stuff you can do off of it. So he's got different abilities to pop up the opponent. His normal fight style doesn't have a lot of overheads or ways to extend your combos like with pop-ups and whatnot. But a lot of his special moves, when augmented, do, or meter burned.
Okay.
So that's basically the two moves that we've added on to this version.
And we gave him one. We actually, the next one. Let's take a look at that real quick.
Sorry, I'm just having fun with it now.
That's one of my favorite back threes to hit because it seems like it's super hard to do, but it always lands. It's like,
and
it
it's
fits
got
really well.
such good distance too. It's really good. All right, so
If you like my channel, please subscribe me.
Okay, yes, 900 damage against a level 1 Joker.
You know, people.
So we can't show these moves if it's in competitive mode.
А вот
So
это
we have
уже
to do
выглядит
this.
красиво.
So here we are with this version.
This is nice.
I absolutely love his helmet. I love the red bat symbol on his chest. He looks amazing. What we've added into this loadout is actually a 2-slot special. He normally has the ground mines, right? This move, which is more of a grenade toss, actually replaces the ground mines. But what's awesome about it is it gives you a free pop-up, so you don't need to meter burn like you were before. Of course, it has the 3 different distances. You can do far, medium, close, far, medium, close. And like I said, it gives you that free pop-up if I can do anything off of it, right? Oh, I can't because I'm horrible. Here we go. I'm just gonna run away from the opponent.
It has not been your day with the combos today.
It's all right. Bam.
There we go.
Bam.
So just another way of mixing it up with the mines.
Right, and so I mean, if that person's gonna sit and try and block low from this grenade, you actually can then just
Чем-то
go
он все-таки напоминает
go
Рона
into
Блэка,
overhead
как вам
attack. So
кажется.
you're kind of just locking them in place with these, and you're getting really good spacing.
That's an awesome helmet, by the way.
Thank you, thank you very much. And that, for the most part, is a few of his amazing moves that he has.
We left a lot out as we usually do, which you'll be able to find.
Вот это,
We want people
по-моему,
to discover stuff on their own.
что-то от Sony Blade из
Sit and keep doing
МКХ.
Awesome. So, Evan, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to, Evan doesn't have Twitter, so don't follow him on Twitter because you won't ever find him.
Так, что же нам
We're
покажут
going
еще
to bring
интересного?
Steve in a moment. We're going to first show the Reddit trailer again just to get Evan in and Steve out. But thank you so much, sir, for coming. We will see you again.
Yeah, we will, real soon.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, right, I hope.
Let's roll that good trailer.
That good trailer.
Трейлер.
Dick trusted me, but you never will.
Someone's desperate for approval.
Red
I've got
Hood
more
trailer.
than father figures.
Oh shit. Why? We already see. Мы же все это видели уже. Ой, хочу, чтобы они уже добавили как можно быстрее мобильную версию. Я думаю, что это будет минимум через год. Nice guy. Really cool. Так, и дальше что?
And we are back.
Hey everybody,
Resident fighting expert Steve Brownback.
Tyler's life coach.
My life coach and game coach.
Yeah.
So Steve's just we want to talk. You want to add a few things about Red Hood?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about a few of his normals and his character power.
Sure.
So one of his best normal attacks is back, medium, hard. It's the slow attack. It's got great range and it's very, very fast. You can see it actually hits from the start of the round, and it's super, super quick. And he doesn't get a pop-up, but he can do like a special move, or you can put out his mine, and it'll be behind them, and you can go in. And if you want real damage, you have to commit. So you have to just do the mine, or just go in. So that's the trade-off. It's very, very fast, has a ton of range, but if you want real big, meaty damage, you have to do something unsafe, or just go ahead and use your bar meter. So you have to think about how you use it, but it's a great move to use.
I feel like a lot of people, once they start really getting into Red Hood, they're going to start feeling like his mind probably could use some exploration by a player.
Yeah, yeah. One of his other key normal attacks is his 4-2. It's 4-2-3-1, and the second hit is an overhead, and the last hit is a low, and this has great, great range. You can see it'll hit from even farther back. Now the downside to this move is it's a high. So if the opponent is ducking or doing like a low poke or a low profile move, it'll whiff. But if you can condition the opponent not to move, like maybe you have the mine out or something like that, you can go for it. So those are kind of like two of his best normal attacks to use. Another thing I like to point out is with the dive, that not only does he have like the different versions, like up close, the far one is actually safe. So if the opponent blocks it, he's like slightly disadvantageous and they can't punish him. So it's a great way to get in. Like if you're kind of struggling in zoning and you're having a hard time, you can do it from full screen and he'll be right next to them, and he can kind of go in or do like a meter burn back 3 or jump over them, and they can't just automatically retaliate. So like Derek was saying, it's a great tool to like close the distance.
Right.
Another thing with his retreating move is you mentioned it's a wake-up attack. It's actually his only invincible wake-up attack. And it's not.
We're actually going to get more on wake attacks later.
Yes. It's not fully invincible, but it does have some invincibility before he actually leaves the area. So the opponent's going to have to go out of their way to beat it. Like they're going to have to stop their pressure and think of like long-range, far-reaching moves that'll beat it. So it's a pretty good wake-up attack. But the downside is he doesn't get any damage unless he meter burns it. So it's like it's evasive and it's high mobility, but it's not great reward for him.
Right.
So I also wanted to talk about his mine. One of the cool things about it is his main combo starter, but it's also like a setup tool. So, and it also hits low. The opponent has to be crouching. So there's simple setups, like a simple go-to setup would be you end your combo in this string, and then this is very, very hard to block, because he said the second hit's an overhead, and this is a low. So you can go for this, and the opponent, you change your timing, the opponent has a very, very short amount of time to block it. And that'll knock them down, and then you can throw out another mine and start looping it. So there's a lot of creative things you can do in the corner, or you can do like mid-screen. You can also kind of use it as a shield. You can place it in front of you, and then do some quick projectiles. So like maybe you think Bane's gonna charge at you, you can have it down there, or you think maybe they're gonna dash in, you can put it in mid-range. So it's not just a combo starter, it is that, and that's one of his best combo starters, but it's also kind of a thinking player's move.
Thinking players.
A thinking player's move,
I like that.
which is, that's totally what I'm all into setups and traps, you know?
I'm sure you are. You've always been a setup player.
Oh yeah.
So his character power, I'd like to go in a little bit more about that too. Like, the cool thing
did
is,
that already.
yes, but when you're blocking it, you have to keep in mind that the different enders have different recovery. Like the low option is good, but it's actually punishable. So if Red Hood guesses wrong and you actually block low, he's going to get punished for it. The overhead is a little bit safer. Some characters are going to be able to punish it, but when you block it, you're left far away. So,
Do you want me to do it for you, Steve?
no, I'm good. So you can see they're pushed back far, so unless they have a really good long-range move, he's going to be safer.
Sure.
So he has two options. They're overhead low, and the reward's kind of decent, and they're somewhat punishable, or you can go for the throw. The throw is a true throw. Like, it'll actually hit you if you're stand blocking. The downside is it's a high, so the opponent can duck. But then the thing is, if they're ducking, that opens up the overhead.
Sure.
And like you pointed out, if you meter burn it, they're still standing, and he is at a ton of advantage. He gets a free mix-up.
Yeah.
You are not moving. You're either blocking or you're dying.
Right.
So he's using a bar meter, and it's a high, but if it connects, it's party time for Red Hood.
Sure.
And then the Big Ender, not only does it look awesome, it actually does a lot of chip damage. It's safe. So that's kind of the option where if you're going for his pressure and they're blocking, and you're like, I don't want to go overhead lower throw, I don't want to mix them up, I just want to play it safe, I just want to get out, get the chip, the meter burn is your answer. You're going to get a decent amount of chip, you're going to be pushed back, you're totally safe.
Cool.
And then a final thing that's really cool is from the stance, he can exit it, or he can actually shoot out of it. And this is really good. So like up close, you can kind of go into it and immediately just kind of get out. So maybe you go in, you don't want to play a guessing game at all, you just want to go back, you can do that. It's also just a great projectile. It's actually really fast, has good recovery, it does a decent amount of damage, so you can just throw the stars, do a couple of anti-air stars, and this is actually just good.
It's just good.
Yeah, it's
great
just a good review. And it looks awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very cool cancel. And what I also like, Matt and Ken sent me some really cool combos with Red Hood, which I couldn't do.
Yeah.
Is that, like, even mid-combo, you can go into the stance, cancel out of the stance, go back into the stance, and go into the
Yeah, there's
string.
a lot of creativity. Like, his normal attacks are not the most spectacular. They're pretty utilitarian. They kind of get the job, like a lot of just punches and kicks. They get the job done. It's the character power is where he really shines. So I think he's going to appeal to players that they like their traditional zoning, kind of the standard, you know, throw a fireball, you make the opponent jump, you want to anti-air them. But then if you have the creative side, the mind and the character power are going to be really cool. And I think that's what's going to really make him a special character.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
All right, moving right along. What else we got?
Well, we're gonna answer some questions.
Oh. Okay.
I love question time.
Yeah.
Oh, what about your lore minute? Don't forget about the lore minute, please.
Well, my lore minute would be, did you guys know that Jason Todd first met Bruce Wayne, that's Batman?
Oh.
He was trying to steal the tires of the Batmobile.
What?
And Batman caught him. Yeah, the Batmobile was parked in Crime Alley. That's where his parents were killed. And Jason, who was an orphan, was actually stealing the tires.
Oh. And so then he gave him
He gave him a second chance because Batman believes in taking in disadvantaged children and training them to fight in his war on crime. So it's more of like a
training camp.
What a nice man.
The second lore minute, if I can't have a second lore minute,
Sure.
would be in the late 80s, Jason was actually pretty unpopular. And DC actually held a contest where they had a phone call voting thing where you would phone in and say, do you want Jason to die or not? And people would pay like $1 or whatever to vote yes or no, and it was yes, and that's why he died. The landmark title, Death in the Family, is why he was killed off. And legend has it, the voting... The legend has it that the voting was extremely close, and one rich guy spent a ton of his money to make sure Jason died.
This is totally an urban legend.
But the joke's on him, because Jason is back and is more popular and cooler
Do you
than
think
ever.
it was Batman that called in to kill him?
I hope not. That'd be terrible.
Very weird. All right, some questions.
All right.
So we got a lot of questions this week. There's some stuff that like we want to answer, but we're not ready to answer yet. There's one in particular that I'm thinking of that we'll come back to at some other point. I'm not going to say anything about it. Just going to be very vague about things. But we do have some questions we will answer today, and here they are. This is very easy. Are you going to do a Watchtower live stream for Starfire and Sub-Zero?
I hope so.
Yeah, we are, Steve.
Good.
Steve, we are.
I'm excited.
Okay, well, this is some gameplay stuff.
Okay.
So we have a lot of people who watch these streams who play competitively, and we have a lot who don't.
Okay.
So let's talk about some people who might want to learn more about the fighting game, you know, the FGC. Like maybe you watch Combo Breaker, you want to get more into it. Kind of want to go over a couple terms people have been asking about that you can help.
Okay.
So when you talk about wake-up maneuvers, wake-up moves, what are they? Who has them? How does it work?
All right, so when you're knocked down, if you input a special move, you'll immediately wake up and you'll do the special move. And in the corner of the screen, it'll actually say wake up attack. And this applies to every special move in the game. No matter what it is, you input it and the character will immediately get up. You can also do a wake up backdash or a wake up throw. And the same thing applies. You knock me down, I don't have to sit there deal with the recovery, I just get up and do a throw.
Right.
So what that does is some moves gain invincibility, like you literally cannot be hit, and you'll just blow through the character's follow-up, whatever you're trying to pressure me with. Now, not every move has invincibility. It's maybe 1 to 3 moves per character, and there are different levels of invincibility. Some moves are invincible during the entire active frame of the move. What that means is while the move can connect. So like Wonder Woman's upward bash. When she's doing her upward bash, she's invincible the entire time. You can't hit her out of it. But then there are moves like Black Adam's Lightning Cage, and they're only invincible for maybe about half the move. So if you time it correctly, you can actually hit him out of it. So like, let's say I knock Derek down and he's playing Adam.
Sounds like.
And I immediately just go in and I just mash buttons to knock him when he's down. And I'm like, no. Yeah, you do the cage, you're gonna hit me out of it. But if I time it and I kind of wait for the cage to start and then go in, the invincibility will wear off and I can hit you out of it.
Cool.
So a lot of times this is based on like character balance. Like Black Adam is a tremendous defensive character. He's a high damaging character. He can kill you in like just a few combos and he can keep you out. He has a great dive kick, a ton of great tools. But he doesn't have a fully invincible wake up attack. Every one of his invincibility moves can be stuffed. Now a character like Catwoman, her character power is fully invincible. But it's a limited use. And it depends on how many scratches she has. So when she has 5 scratches, it's arguably the best wake up attack in the game.
Давайте
If
что-нибудь
she has no
поактивнее делать,
scratches, then
разработчики
it's not
наши.
even a move you can do. So it kind of, yeah, you can't do it. You just can't do it. So it's something that you have to experiment with. You can use training mode to show this, because the character, the dummy, could be set to do whatever wake up attack you want. So if you're having trouble against Adam, you're like, man, he keeps me out. His damage is so high. His lightning bolt is so good. And I'm playing Cheetah. When I get in, I can't even make anything happen. You can set him to do lightning cage, and you can practice your timing. So the key would be like knock him down, wait just a little bit, and then do a move that has a long active window. Meaning like a move that actually will hit for a long amount of time, and then you can actually hit him out of it. And once you master that, then he's going to be scared to wake up, and then you can start going into all your shenanigans.
This guy's going.
Yeah, that's Steve's hot take.
That was a hot take.
Wow.
I actually yawned halfway, not because I was bored, but it was like I forgot I was.
I thought it was tomorrow.
Yeah,
I thought it was tomorrow.
Wake up, minute man. Good job.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Oh, now he's got mad.
Yeah, he's so salty.
All right, good.
Well, don't ask.
All right, moving right along. Don't ask Steve anymore.
I have to though. Steve, people have asked. Oh gosh, here we go. People have asked about unclashable.
Unclashable. What is clashable and what is not?
You want to go on?
Yeah.
Most moves are clashable, but there's a few exceptions. Meter burn moves, once they have been meter burned, cannot be clashed. So, for example, if you do an attack like Flash's lightning kick, the first hits that are just part of the move, you can clash. But once the meter burn happens, once the bar has been used and you go into it, you no longer can clash. Another example is projectiles that are multiple hits that are not in a combo, like Deadshot's wrist cannon, like the one where you cannot clash once you get hit. But if you are in a combo, you can. Another big exception, probably the biggest exception, is you cannot clash a back 3 or 4-3. So, for example, if Cheetah hits you with a command grab and she does her back 3, you can't clash.
Nope.
So she could do meter burn command grab, back 3, 4-3, and she's going to get a big chunk of damage. You'll never have an opportunity.
So you'll
to
see a lot of people in pro games do
exactly.
in matches with down 3, back 3, 4-3, or back 3, just so they can get that unclashable damage and get, because it's chunky.
Yeah, and keep in mind, when you meter burn a back 3 or 4-3, you actually get a boost. Your back 3 or 4-3 will do more damage. So a lot of times in tournament play, if the opponent has a clash, but they only have 40% left, you cut your juggle short, you go for the meter burn back 3, then like a meter burn forward 3, and they might never ever have a chance to break.
So that's really good to know when you're playing online and you want to really close a match out and and they have a full meter and you have 1 bar. And sometimes it's not even close
Давайте
out.
поактивнее.
If you know you're doing well and you just want to do heavy
Интересно, кому
damage,
ваша
you don't want to
болтовня.
get them health back with their bar. Just
Yeah, if you see that they have more meter than you and they will win a clash, it could be best to just doing 25% without the opportunity for them to clash could be better than doing a 40% combo that they're going to clash anyway.
And get 30%.
And then they're going to get 25% back.
So it's just kind of learn the math of how it works and how you want to do it.
And another quick rule about meter burn back 3 and 4-3 is they cannot be air escaped. A regular back 3 and a regular 4-3 can, but if you meter burn it, they cannot be air escaped. So that's another big rule to keep in mind.
Just little tiny things to kind of learn about how to play the game.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve. You mad at us for kind of being weird about it?
It's just, it's a little,
We thought it was fun.
you know, because we're going to get tweets saying they appreciate that.
Yeah.
There are many players out now who hear phrases like wake up attack and they're happy.
Yeah. Okay, moving on, guys.
All right, so
we already discussed where we win Red Hood thing.
Are you so bad? Okay, so what's the next question?
We're going with, so this is for you.
Oh.
Any chances we'll see more ways to unlock abilities
Absolutely.
in the future?
Absolutely. So we've created some multiverse Earths that you can pay X amount of credits to get into.
So save them.
So save them, and it guarantees that you're going to get a random ability. So we're going to be starting those up, coming up probably soon. And it's the same also with shaders.
Right. You know, there's a big list, and you played them, I'm sure. There's a big list of things we have that are kind of special multiverse events. Like we did the Diamond Mother Boxes Comic Breaker Weekend.
Yes, we did.
Oh, that was super
Which
fun.
was awesome, which came back every 6 hours for 3 hours. There's a bunch of those that will be filtering out. So here's the deal. We'll announce a lot of them. We want you guys to play them. Some of them might just show up, and you want to just kind of be,
Absolutely.
you know, get on Twitter, tell your friends. You know, maybe we'll retweet it so everybody else knows. But there's some good stuff kind of like that too.
Yeah. So you'll spend X amount of credits. You'll be able to get into this multiverse. It's a one event fight, and then completing it, you get a random ability.
Yep. Awesome. Will we see more shaders in the future? Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
People love shaders.
Not saying anything about it, but there's some cool stuff coming. I want to just do a quick little announcement here. Friday night, this coming Friday, 2 days from now, I'm heading into LA for E3 tomorrow.
Oh.
Doesn't start till next week.
You'd like to be early.
I'd love to be early. So I'll be hanging out with Maximilian Dude.
Oh, I've heard of him.
So I'll be at Max's house on Friday.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to Max's house on Friday. I believe it's 6 Pacific. We'll have some info out on our Twitter.
You're gonna eat tacos and like crazy soda pops? 'Cause I'm totally sure.
I mean, I hope. So we'll be playing games, probably playing against the guys. It's a game with the community night. So,
that's great.
So look for that. We'll be playing against you guys online, and it'll be a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed Max's streams. He loves the dudes. He loves playing the game, and I've always, you know, as a fan of his streams, I've always really wanted to. It'd be cool to be in that room and hang out with those guys. So Friday I'll be doing it.
Sit in Kenny's chair.
Right, I will. He might be there. I don't know yet.
Kick him out. You're the guest.
Also, because we'll be at E3, make sure you pay attention to all of our Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff, and the WB Twitter, because a lot of the games from the WB library, from our universe, will be there doing live streams throughout the week.
Sure.
So make sure you follow us there. I'll be there. Ed will be there, talking about some stuff, maybe see some special things. We'll see. We'll talk about it. Nothing more to be said there, but please, next week, pay attention. Moving on to questions.
We were going back to questions.
Doing
questions.
That was an interruption of questions.
Or an intermission.
Intermission. The question intermission.
Whew, more questions.
Okay. There is some different UI stuff based on how our mother boxes and things work.
Yes.
All the team here has been working really hard because they read everything. They read Reddit. They read everything.
Everything.
So just a couple of quality of life things that are coming down the pipe. There's a lot of stuff that's still being worked on. We can't talk about it, but just know the things that you've asked for on Reddit. We can't give everything.
Not everything.
Some stuff doesn't work. Some stuff is just pie in the sky ideas.
Yeah.
But things like opening mother boxes quicker, buying multiple mother boxes at once, are things that are coming very soon.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exciting.
But
I'm really
Chill out,
pumped up.
Steve.
now he's just being mean. I'm excited too.
I opened
I'm
a lot
excited.
of boxes.
Yeah, I still have like 30 or 40 bronze that I need to go through. So, but yeah, so a lot of that stuff, guys, we're always paying attention.
We're always listening.
Always listening. Awesome. I think there isn't much.
Was that really back to the questions?
That was a pretty big question.
Okay.
People have been really looking into that. So, I now want to talk about
Birthday shoutouts.
birthdays. Go ahead.
Birthday shoutouts. Evan Salas, who was just here.
Why didn't you tell him why he was here?
Because that's not the birthday shoutout segment.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Everybody knows.
We made fun of you, and this is what I get.
Okay, hey, back to me.
Yep.
So, and the professor, Brett Beeling. Happy birthday, Brett.
Happy birthday, Brett. Yeah.
No, there. Oh, that was it. It's just two.
Okay. Cool.
I have a birthday shout out.
Okay.
Happy birthday to regular Marcus.
Okay.
He's a GTA player.
Regular Marcus, happy
Local
birthday.
Chicago player, regular Marcus.
Happy birthday, regular Marcus.
Oh, I have another birthday shout out.
Go ahead.
My niece, Cassidy Sunshine. Yesterday was her birthday.
Happy birthday, Cassidy Sunshine.
Oh, I have another one.
No, you don't.
Wait. Next week's my birthday.
Well, we won't have a stream.
And then Hector Sanchez next week, his birthday.
Ты знаешь, что на стрим
Oh,
у кого когда день
wait.
рождения?
No.
That's it, I'm done.
Let's talk about the competitive scene.
Yeah,
We want to talk a little bit about this. We have CEO coming up in,
next weekend.
pretty soon. We also have, we just had Combo Breaker, so we were all there. So I kind of want to just go over some things for those of you who watch that stuff before we get to our Lantern Battle, which is the opposite of competitive play.
Yes.
I want to talk about actual competitive play.
Yeah.
So who did you like in Combo Breaker?
I would say the standout players to me, my favorite was Newbie, using Cheetah. There was a match.
Let's all
between,
pick one. We'll go through all pick one.
Okay.
Newbie and Biohazard Bane versus Cheetah. That is the must-see tournament match of Injustice 2 so far.
And you can watch the VODs on the NetherRealm channel.
Yeah, if you like either character, or if you just want to see crazy play from two different crazy rushdown players, that's the match to check out.
Right. I have one. I'm just kind of a favorite character of mine, and just the way he uses him.
I hope you're doing the other one that I was thinking about.
I'm doing Biohazard.
Oh, no, that wasn't it.
Yeah, I loved his gameplay the entire weekend. Was really superb.
And really good Harley.
Yeah, definitely really good Harley. Watching him in finals as Bane, and every time he hit the power bomb, you just heard a ooh, like everybody in the room was into it. Really awesome. Derek?
Sorry, I was going to go in a totally different direction. I'm going to have to go with Coach Steve.
Yep.
Like, that Grodd was awesome. Like, I absolutely loved watching it. It's great to see people playing Grodd, and he did it at probably one of the top levels that I've ever seen.
And one thing we wanted to talk about too, what we've been noticing is like there's a good deal of money on the line for Injustice Pro Series, right? So you're going to see a lot of people kind of sticking to the characters they knew from the past game.
Yes.
Now, as tournaments continue going forward, this game is going to evolve.
Yeah.
And we're going to start seeing more of these characters show up. You wanted to talk about Combros, for instance.
Yeah, I loved Combros, his Black Canary. He was one game away from top 8. He did use Superman in some matchups, but the Canary was definitely the most impressive thing he did, so that was awesome.
I love seeing Dragon using Ivy. That was super hype. I love it.
And I just think as time goes on, when people start learning the characters more, we're going to see a lot more variation of those characters. And we're already starting to see it. Like, Tekken Masters Atrocitus had optimized combos that I didn't know existed. Matt Burke, who did you like? He has Biohazard as well. Okay, good.
Yeah, you know, there's some good Atrocitus players, but there's one great Atrocitus player.
Yeah.
And he was on another level of every other Atrocitus player we see right now. That's just...
There's so much stuff we didn't even know.
Yep.
It was
You were
great.
like, what?
That's the great thing about going to these too, is you see these people and you're like, oh, that's
possible.
okay, cool. But I think we're going to see a lot of that change. And it was a really great tournament. It was really awesome hanging out and seeing everyone. The first of the IP of the Injustice Pro Series.
Yep.
Let's put up the point sheet real quick so we can kind of talk through that. Sonic Fox right now in the lead.
That is a surprise.
You can go to the Injustice Pro Series website to find all these scores. They'll continue to be updated through all of our different versions of different tournaments we're doing. So this is kind of the top 15. There's more points to go down, but that list right there, you know, is a list you're likely to see.
And the top 4, it is so important they have those points early.
Yep.
And you see, one of the nice things for a player like Slayer or Forever King, who played multiple characters, they can afford to, you know, if Forever King goes to CEO, and maybe he's using his dark side, he does not make top 8, he has a lot of leeway because he did so well at Combo Breaker. So that's super important.
Let's talk about another player that I really want to shine a little light on is KDZ.
Yes, he's back.
KDZ was the first Evo champion for Injustice.
Yep, but a very dominant victory.
Yes. And he was back. He did very, very well for himself.
Yes.
He had multiple hats, which
Multiple
I respected. I loved that.
The thing
That was
about
hilarious.
the-
Gimmicks.
Yes, everyone loves gimmicks. And then Sonic did the whole picture thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gimmicks going on. But there's a lot of people coming back.
Yeah, KDZ, he was inarguably the best player in the world in 2013.
Yeah, he dominated. Just dominated.
In 2014, he did well, not spectacular. MKX was not a game for him. He never really competed that much. And he's back. And what a strong statement.
It was so
Using
good.
Superman and Aquaman, he looked great. He made top 8 in his first tournament.
Yep.
So he's one of those players that was very good in Injustice 1, and all of a sudden he's back on everyone's radar.
Yep.
Along with Rico Suave, Theo.
Tom Brady.
These are players who are extremely good in the first game, and we haven't seen them that active at MKX, and here they are.
Yep.
And they're going to go against the guys at MKX: Dragon, Silverine, Scar. Well, Sonic's good at everything.
And he played Injustice 1 with Batgirl.
Yeah, we're gonna get. It's gonna be interesting. It's kind of the old Injustice guard versus the new guard. It's gonna be really cool to see. Let's do a little preview tonight. Hometown Hero starts.
Yes.
On this very channel. So pay attention tonight. We'll have Hometown Heroes with ESL and GameStop, which is awesome.
Yes.
And then let's do a real quick preview of CEO.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
You had a couple people you were looking at.
Yeah, everyone looked at Combo Breaker and they're like, man, this is stacked. They can't get better than this. And there were actually some notable players that did not attend. Theo, I just mentioned. Theo was arguably a top 3 player in Injustice 1. Hands down the best Aquaman and Superman player in the later part of the game's life. And he's back, and he's been tearing it up on. In fact, I believe the only player that's beaten him in an online tournament so far is Sonic, and that came down to the last hit.
Wow.
He was not a Combo Breaker. He's going to be at CEO and Evo, and that is incredibly dangerous.
Awesome.
That's my under the radar picks.
Deg. Deg is a guy that no one talks about, yet here's a fun fact. He has never failed to place top 8 at a CEO.
Okay, that is a fun fact.
That Deg he played Harley, yes.
And Harley, other than Biohazard, has kind of been under the radar, and there's a lot of talk that she's really, really strong. Her character power, the Hyenas, is very, very good.
Right.
And Deg's always been a creative player that kind of thinks outside the box. So who knows what kind of stuff he's coming up with. Imagine like kind of the corner shenanigans, anti-wake up setups that he has with those hyenas.
So make sure you pay attention to CEO next weekend. It's going to be pretty awesome.
We'll be tweeting it out, of
Yeah,
course.
we will. Mr. Jabali will be running a tight ship as usual with his awesome wrestling rings and
And if
whatnot.
you're in the area, go check
to
it
it.
out.
Go to
Go
it.
check it out.
I met so many people at Combo Breaker who had never been to one of these before. And they're like, hey, we heard you guys talking about it. I live down the block. I wanted to see how this was. And I've had a wonderful time.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank the players we have in our community who are so welcoming of these people who just want to learn.
Yo,
It happened
That's how
time
you
and time
build a
again.
community.
Yep.
the beautiful thing about the FGC is if you are new to tournaments and you're just an online player and you're like, I don't know if I'm good enough, you can go to CEO, you can walk up to Forever King and say, hey man, I'm a fan, do you want to get some games in? And unless he's super busy, he'd be like, let's go. And you can play Forever King's Batman for 20 games.
Yeah.
You can play Slayer's Superman.
They're
You
all
can sign.
very welcoming.
Yeah,
and it's just
everyone,
like,
they just want to play. They just love the game.
Yeah. So thank you to all of our players. That was great of you guys and a big shout out to Rick and the whole staff at Combo Breaker.
it was so good.
They have never let us down. I mean, it's always awesome. You feel so welcomed. Rick puts on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
And I want to thank him for that because we had a great time. So guys, the Injustice Pro Series has begun and it's going to be big. And there is more news to come on that. Stuff we haven't talked about.
There's so much stuff still just coming.
Big
I
news coming.
cannot wait for the twists and turns on the Pro Tour. There is a player, I don't know who it is, who did not do well at Combo Breaker, who lost in pools, who will end up being a top 10 player later in the year. That's just inevitable. You never know.
We just don't know.
Right.
So that's why you play the game. So,
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Speaking of playing the game, right? So,
Yeah.
harken back to, thank you very much, to a few weeks ago. I played Derek as Dark
Just gonna have the control.
I remember this, and it was
You give him the control.
I would use the word devastating.
Yeah.
It was devastating.
It wasn't great. I had the lantern. I won 3-0. It was a fun match. I respect Derek.
It was fun for you.
It was very fun for me.
It was horrible for me.
So as we close these out every time, first to 3.
First to 3.
We trying to shake my hand, or we trying to do that?
Just trying to touch it again.
No, you don't get touched now.
Okay.
Now, there's been some chatter about what this matchup could be. And in fact, I happen to know, talking both independently, you're both kind of keeping it secret who you're going to play.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Check my controller. Oh, interesting. What do I want to do here, Steve?
I totally sabotaged
Off,
that.
off, on, on.
There we go. All right.
All right, so right now it's looking like Bane,
Неужели нам опять что-то
maybe not
показывают?
though.
решили?
Red Hood, Bane. This is kind of a canonical matchup. They're both Gotham. A Batman associate versus arguably one of Batman's most threatening enemies.
Yeah.
Why is he playing Red Hood?
I mean, he's been training with Red Hood. Now, Tyler played Bane in the...
I will be your last. That's what you all say.
Damn it, Steve. When will you learn?
You know the rules.
Well, everyone knows about the legends of Tyler's Bane in the original. But Tyler started playing Bane again, and he's much more patient. Oh,
I missed
you
it.
could punish. Yeah, you could have punished that. Could have got a big back two. There's the back 2-3. I talked about it earlier. It's probably his key normal attack. All right, let's see if Tyler's gonna get impatient. Here he goes in. Command grab. Oh my God, the seaman.
The semen.
Nice.
Beat her for back 30. Oh.
Oh no.
So far, this has just been
Buttons.
chaotic. Yeah,
Press.
chaotic play.
Well, I've never played against the Red Hood ever.
That's not true. You've played this match with me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I win one?
I don't remember. But here we go. You're about to win this one. Bane bomb.
Bang bomb for the win.
Now, most of debuff is going to go on during the victory. So you got half the debuff is gone.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted.
And you can see, more than ever with Bane, it's all about debuff versus Venom. The gimmick, or sorry, the character power management is so important.
This is not great for me here.
Well, you do have a full bar, and Red Hood has none. So,
So I mean, he's just gonna do this for a while.
and that's fine. Just let debuff run out.
I'll do some of this. Some of this.
Okay, good blocking. That was your chance to go in, though.
I'm good.
At some point, you have to go in. Nice.
No!
Now, this is going to be huge
No,
damage.
it's not. You didn't press that.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I'm in my whole. I think
Oh no.
that's not good. I should have paid attention.
Alright, no combo though. Venom uppercut.
Oh no.
Alright, good blocking. Alright, this might be Tyler's last chance. This might be his last Venom cycle. Let's see if he can make something happen. Oh, good. We're a couple hits away.
No,
Now that's an example of where you should have done unslashable damage.
I know I should have.
2 bars, safe bet. Alright, now, gotta go through this debuff. Derek going in. Very smart from Derek to just go in. The key thing about Bane is not only did he take a lot of damage, he doesn't do any damage.
Oh no!
Even if you're wrong, he's not gonna really hurt you. Oh no, jumps away instead of doing the elbow. Oh, come back in, come back in!
I want to go in the air! I wanted to go in the air!
Alright, that was
That's what he
pretty
does at
hot.
the end of it. That's what he does at the end.
Thanks, Tyler. It's kind of weird to act out
It's the
your
first of
character's
3, right?
First
Тут
three,
он
first three. Gotta get
Красный
one more.
Капюшон, да, его взял и Бэйн выдручил. Просто выдручил.
I freaked out a lot.
Well, you don't play this character.
You benefit from the Commandant's funeral.
Your favorite bordello?
It is a crucible that tests men's souls.
I just saw the spikes on the bottom of his guns.
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
I'm gonna bring up a little new. That's good.
Oh, the mine. And there's a good example of using the mine to kind of control space briefly. Limit the opponent's options so you can play your game.
I'm not doing that all this time, Derek.
Well, the nice thing about Bane is he's explosive, so you can make this up in an instant. You also have Red Hood cornered. No, throw him into the corner. Alright, patience. This is the opposite of patience. Okay, that's good. Ring toss. Windows. Alright, Red Hood. Very good zoning here. No combos though, but that's okay. Oh, parry. Not a low parry though. Okay, okay. Pressure time. Alright, debuff though. Unfortunately, Bane's not going to do any real damage.
It's fine.
Yeah, you can easily make this up.
I gotta be explosive.
Yeah. Okay, you gotta block those. Those are overhead.
I knew it was coming. I can't.
Oh, big punish. The air guns are good. Good damage. They're an overhead, but they do have a lot of recovery. Meter burn back 3. Now Bane's in the corner. Oh, wow, that was good. Okay. A lot of patience here. Wow, went up and throw. Good block. Oh,
Oh, nuts and berries.
okay, okay. Remember, you have the meter advantage here. All hope is not lost. Okay. Oh.
Oh no!
Good, good.
No!
Bane bomb, debuff time though. This is rough. Bane is so strong when he has Venom out, but there, waited it out.
Should have done that.
A lot of flailing around right now. Oh, a lot of panic play. Very good use of the wake up roll.
Nice job.
Cement mixer!
It's tough playing against. I don't know.
You don't know this matchup at all.
Sounds like an option select.
Okay, I want the first one. Let's go again.
It's interesting, you know, when a game comes out early on, a lot of those guys find new option selects, and you're still using your old option select.
Oh, you went through. Whoa, dude. Did you see what he did?
Well, he's mad.
He's hurt.
Alright, good 4-3. Oh. Still plenty of Venom time. Nice. Okay. Red Hood's cornered.
No.
Nice. Caught him jumping. See, that was an example of even though in debuff, he still went for the anti-air. It didn't do damage, but it wasted time.
Oh.
Wow, this is dominant. Look at this.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. That's exactly what I was hoping. Let me just spin these guns real quick.
A very, very dominant lead right here. Alright, you have no reason to panic trying to get in. Remember, Bane's defense is actually one of his strengths. His reach is so long. A lot of people think of Bane as just an offensive powerhouse, but that's not it. I like that you did the Bane Bomb and then let him get up.
No!
This is very good. This is perfect. It is like I'm watching Bio.
What?
Yeah.
Except for that. Now I'm getting, I heard that and I got real cocky. Do something weird.
Oh, no, that would be it. That'd be the weird thing I don't want to do.
Oh man, you're getting into it too.
I am getting into it a little bit.
I will break you, Todd!
Oh, come on. That was awesome. That was
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's we tough for you, Derek.
It is.
Not over.
You will die a second time. Now that's it. All right.
Oh man. All right, that was really, really good.
No, it wasn't. I didn't.
Why did you pick Red? You don't have the experience with Red Hood yet.
Yeah, well, I just thought it'd be fun because we just,
We're gonna see Cheetah.
Yeah.
I
So it's
love this matchup.
2-1.
It's 2,
Do we really need to write down that it's 2-1?
and then the arrows pointing at who has
Right.
what. It makes it almost seem like Steve has 2.
Well, he's my coach.
I absolutely.
I offer only the pleasure of a kill.
I'm scared.
Well, Cheetah's a pretty scary character. Alright, there we go, the pounce.
I should have done that.
Meter burn back 3. Cheetah's meter burn back 3 and meter burn 4-3 are tremendous tools. Great range. Double hitting 4-3. Advantage on block 4-3. Good moves. Well, I was about to say you blocked that for the first time ever, but you hit the last card. That's okay. Pounce.
Doing some damage.
Primal Rage.
Oh.
Oh, wow, nice. Okay. Beam Charge.
No.
Body Slash. Caught that backdash. Not much catches Cheetah's backdash. It's like one of the best. Cheetah using a computer as a weapon. She doesn't use computers.
No, come on at me.
We don't have to know that. It's fine.
Matt's over there like Mr. Miyagi going.
And Tyler's on set point. Never mind.
I still
No, you still are right.
It doesn't change because he gives it one more.
You might win 2 in a row. I'm not trying to psych you out. Good anti-air. Oh, wow. Oh, well,
Still
that's a
damage
meter
out of it.
4-3.
Oh, no, I should have done
Definitely
Oh,
one of
what?
Cheetah's best attacks. Wow, Derek is throwing away meter like it's going out of style. Like the only way to stop Armageddon is throwing out meter. Alright, Super's in play. Super's in play here. No, no more. Venom. This Venom cycle could be the determining factor of this whole set. And Derek is just running away, moving like a madman. There's no thought whatsoever.
Yeah.
She's a wild animal. Oh, I love this. This is Cheetah.
No, no, no! No, no,
Bet all
no!
the bars. Bet all the bars. Will Derek keep it? Yes, he kept it. And he's going to waste it. A medium lamp dive bomb. Oh, he tried. Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay, no whip punish. No. Throw. We're on the final decision here.
No!
That's it!
I
That's 2
hate
in a row.
everything. I hate everything.
Yep, guys.
Look at that. The venom coursing through your veins.
I've fallen. I'm weak. I can't do nothing anymore.
Well, so that was win number 2 in a row for me for the Lantern with Bane.
Has it ever happened?
I think it happened once during Mortal Kombat at one point. I think one time though. You win most of them.
Technically, you're now on a losing streak. 2 is a streak.
Yeah, and I'm in a winning streak. So guys, thank you so much. We got Red Hood coming out to you next Tuesday. We got to see him today, the 13th. Derek Kurtzik lost the Lantern today. Thank you to Steve Brownback.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I couldn't lose it. I didn't have it.
Sit up, Derek. Come on, be nice now. Be nice to our people watching the stream.
I apologize. I'm sorry. I got a little angry.
Matt Burke, thank you so much for helping out. Evan, thank you for being here to show us a little Red Hood. And Steve, tonight, Hometown Heroes.
Yeah.
E3 next week, Maximilian on Friday.
You got
And
packed
CEO. So guys, thank you so much. We'll be back very soon with some more awesome Injustice 2 news. See you later.
Вот такой был сегодня стрим у разработчиков. Ну, я буду с вами прощаться. Всем спокойной ночи. До новых встреч. Не забывайте подписаться на мой канал, те, кто еще этого не сделал. До свидания.